distance. What are you talking about? It's so backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, Dr. John D talks about that actually. He shows some diagrams on how it would have to continuously be getting more and more dense for it to keep bending around the curve the way they claim it does.
Dr. John D. I
Yeah.
want to see what he's. Is a doctor
Like
saying
he's
this now?
yeah, man, you've probably seen his observations. He does the one with the he zooms out to those windmills out in the ocean. The windmill farm, Rampion
Yeah.
windmill farm, one of the best
Mhm.
observations. But he's also does the peer-to-peer laser test. So yeah, he's got a PhD in spectrophotometry, so he's like an expert in optics, and he's racked up. I thought you'd watched his stuff because a lot of the stuff you were talking about before is exactly what he says. And he's done 350 plus hours of laser tests using all different spectrums of lasers, different weather conditions, different seasons over the period of years, right? 2 or 3 years or more, 5 years now. Um, and he said he's never seen a laser bending downward. Occasionally, he said that they can bend upward, or they usually just go in a straight line, but he's not seen one curving downward. And he's had a challenge out to the Globers since 2019. Show us any laser over a large body of water or land that's bending downward, because that's what would have to happen for that centroid of the laser beam to be hitting the sensor in the target, the camera. And he's got good videos where he goes into the details about how lasers work as well. Yep, Dr. John D on YouTube. Great channel.
Let's see if it'll pop right up.
Oh, it should do.
I'll type in laser.
Yeah, if you type in Dr. John D, it should come up first result.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you. All right,
He's
cool.
got
So
some
he's
good.
been saying that. Yeah, it felt weird bringing this up. Like honestly, it hit me like maybe like a year and a half ago, and I started like trying to say it. I don't know. These guys need light to bend more and more over distance. The further you like, the target, the higher it appears. That's the globe model. So the further the thing is, the higher it appears on a ball. When you're standing on this ball, the lower the target, the higher it appears.
Yeah,
That's the globe. Yeah.
even if we look out, like let's say we're zooming out over a 10-mile distance, and all we can see is flat water, and there's nothing obstructed at 10 miles. Like we can see the whole oil platform or whatever, right? They're claiming that everything's being lifted up a different amount, right? So you get to 6 miles, it's being lifted up a certain amount by refraction. Then you get to 8 miles, it's being lifted up even more, right? So it requires even more refraction. And then by the time you get to 10 miles, it's being lifted up 66 foot. So all the way along, it's all being lifted up completely different heights to just give it the illusion that it's completely flat and hiding that pesky geometric horizon that doesn't seem to exist as well. That's why I call it divine refraction, because it's some kind of deity that they think exists, and it just perfectly guides the lasers to the target every time flat earthers go out to do laser tests, and just flattens out all the water.
Yeah, that's a
But
whole
really,
nother thing, dude. Like when light is like reflected off of anything, and it's like, let's say that there's like a target in the distance, like 10 miles away, so there's not too much curve yet. The light is traveling along the surface. They claim that the speed of light is conserved in a vacuum, so truly it's just traveling like the shortest distance from A to B, and it's bending due to space-time, right? So the shortest path is curved for the path of light because we're bending through space-time, right? So the path of light, like going from A to B, like in their model, is curving around the ball. Like light is actually bending down around a ball just because they're on a ball. in their model. And the same goes for wave propagation. Like waves just bend around a ball because we're on a ball. It's like, dude, that's just garbage. Like you're just throw your brain in the sink and just run some hot water over it. Like you're just garbage
Yeah,
because
man. And
not observed. Yeah, you don't need it.
think about this as well, right? Like, you need extreme refraction for these lasers to bend down hundreds of feet to hit the target. So if the laser's just above the surface of the water and you're shooting it out horizontal across the surface of the water, then if there's this heavy refraction that's bending the light down, then the laser would just bend down and hit the water. So they're having to claim that it would just be bending at this perfect rate, like you said, just hugging the globe, just staying at that right
Exactly.
height, just above the water. And but for it to work on a globe, you would have to have this extreme refraction, like a perfect refraction coefficient of 1, which means that there's so much refraction that the Earth would look flat, according to Walter Bislin, who is the creator of the Advanced Earth Curve calculator, right? He says when it's a refraction coefficient of 1, the Earth would just look flat. And that's exactly how much refraction you would have to have for this laser to perfectly hug the curvature of the Earth every single time. It's nonsense because we're
Wow.
doing them in completely different weather
Yeah,
conditions every
that
single
is
time.
ridiculous.
It is
That is
ridiculous.
just so ridiculous. Wow.
Oh,
And the same
DJ.
goes for radio waves. Yeah, what's up?
I was just going to say, DJ, were you listening earlier when that kid was yapping about refraction and then he read out Snell's law?
No, is this the new kid? The
Oh,
what's
that
his name?
Yude, not sleeping or sleep whatever his name is, but Yude, the one that was just being a menace. He was yapping about refraction. I'm going to look up the definition of it, and he looks it up and reads out Snell's law. And as you know, what the next question would be, what's the second medium? That shit was funny, eh?
Yeah, man.
Rex himself. Sorry,
Most
Alec.
yeah, the Globus don't know
Dude, that was
shit about.
I didn't even realize how crazy that was. Yeah, that was a crash out.
I missed that. I noticed they do that a lot
Yeah,
recently
no,
because
we made him
they
Google
rely on
refraction
AI.
because he did. I asked him if he knew what refraction meant, and then he went to Google it and he read the wrong. I don't even. What did he read? He says something about reflection. I don't know.
Well, first off, he said reflection, and then he read out Snell's law, and yeah, that was just game over, kid. You shot yourself in the foot there.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't um, rely on AI. If they maybe some things they can look up on AI, but when it comes to refraction, AI is going to screw them over and expose them, make them shoot themselves in the foot
Yeah, that's
because
why
it
I
will be.
say AI is a flat Earth robot because
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of prompts that I asked it about. Like one of my favorite things I've ever prompted AI about was where the vector of gravity is within the volume of a container. Because literally it creates an equipotential surface where all points along the surface within that volume are subject to the same vector of gravity. So literally it explains how water is truly flat in like how we describe it in the math.
Yeah, man. Yeah, AI will concede to a well presented long distance observation every time.
Oh yeah.
All sorts of different things. Yeah. Yeah, it says it's not possible to explain this observation and the consistency of these observations with refraction. And quite often it'll just get to the conclusion that it has to be a bigger globe. It's like, well, what about it's just not a globe and it's flat? It's like, oh, it's more likely that it's actually just a really, really big globe. It's like it has to. It's like,
It's so big that it's flat.
dude, for the radius, like for most of these observations, the radius would have to be 250,000 miles, 500,000 miles, that kind of thing, like extending far out beyond where they think the moon is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Dr. John Dee's observation, for that to work on a globe, the radius would have to be 23 times the current radius. just to have no hidden height on that one.
Yeah, there's more
Well,
prompts that AI just slam dunks the globe out of the question. You ask
yep.
it about like why the angle to the sun is wrong in certain places. It's just like, yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Matrix, what happened with that other young guy, that new guy?
Earlier on, I was on YouTube and I was sort of doing other stuff. Him and he's a Scottish fella. Um, uh, they were having a bit of to and fro, and one of them said that he'd do something to the other one's mum, and then naturally, as you all know, that if you say something about my mum, I'm going to say something back. Um, there was a death threat, and there was also something else, and that's where I joined. I saw old dude posted something in the back chats, and that's what I went, yeah, we better sort this shit out. I come in and
Right.
muted one, the other one had already been muted, and yeah, Judge was just trying to keep him calm and just go, look, pull your heads in. But yeah, I just went, yeah, nah, we're gonna shut them both down. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
awesome.
I didn't get to hear all of it. You know when you sort of got noise going in the background and you're listening but not listening. That's what I
Yeah,
was doing because I was doing other computer shit. And yeah, I only sort of caught part of it, and I just went, yeah, no, that's not happening. That's when I joined. So
cool, man. Yeah, I'll have a chat to him in DM and tell him how it is and how he can't say shit like that, and we'll give him another chance and hopefully he relaxes a bit. He's brand new to the flat Earth topic pretty much, and
yeah,
he's in that
just give him a
stage where
2 day spell.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
That'd be right. I didn't ban him. All I did was just red flag them, so I just put them both on mute. I haven't banned anyone. Um, but yeah, they're both muted, and they both dropped out muted. So,
Awesome.
but anyways, yeah, have a chat to him. He seemed like he was going right the other day. Like he was sort of there but not there. He just
Yeah,
needs
he's
a
there but not there. He's gonna go through that cognitive stage, you know.
Yeah, he'd be right. So I don't know if you've seen the pictures or not, Elect. In the side chat there, see the coloured versus the infrared shot of the hills in the distance. I bet you he's just walked away from the
Yeah, I
computer.
see it now.
Yeah, that's what I do in my spare time is infrared photography. New hobby that I've taken up. I've been into photography for years, but yeah, stepping up to the IR stuff is just spectacular.
That's pretty sick to see the extra clouds. I think that's
Yeah,
pretty sick.
they would actually take it on 2 separate days. Cameras side by side, one full color, one full infrared. Take the photos at the same time of the same thing, naturally, and just to show how clean and clear that they really are, and the difference between it. So when I go and do long range jobs, um, and someone goes, but refraction, but the horizon's not crispy, and all the other